Controversy.
Segment 3. Boy, do we have a segment for next month. Okay. Off air, we had a little discussion about women and divorce settlements because as they make money, they're going to have to start writing checks to their ex-husbands. And we already got the, if you're a real man, you don't need my money.
You don't need my money. I mean, look, like
That's
I said,
a t-shirt.
Yes, right?
That's a t-shirt. If you're a real man, okay, no alimony for you. Okay. But, all right, that's another segment. That's funny. Okay, let's get a little serious. Okay, as we all know, the world knows, on November 1st, right, about 10,
October.
October, November 1st, it was a Sunday, about 10:10 in the evening time, the concert, the 91 Harvest Festival, Country Western concert was ending. We all know that someone literally busted out 2 windows of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, which is on the south end of the Strip. It's kind of really the last thing on the Strip. It's the last major, I mean, if you go down the South Point, but that's kind of far away. But the last major entity on the Strip is the Mandalay Bay. And he busted out 2 windows because he had a suite that basically wrapped around the corner of the building and cut loose on this festival, killing 59 people.
To date, there could be more.
There could be more. I don't know. And so certainly the world has been impressed with how Vegas has reacted to this.
Vegas strong.
I have not seen it, but I hear we have a new hockey team in town. They had their home opener last night, and I hear that the pre-game ceremony
I'm getting chills. It brought tears to my eyes. It was absolutely amazing.
I have not seen it yet, but I hear it was just amazing. So we're going to kind of get into it. Like I said, last week we got into the mental game of it. But now I'm gonna get a little bit more. We're gonna get a little bit more personal. I mean, how it affected just literally us. I'm gonna kind of get into how it all. I remember this is how it went down. You kind of always remember where you were. I was in bed, literally. I think I was on Facebook and I heard something about a shooting, but we have those occasionally on the Strip where some guys get in a fight and they're running down the street shooting at each other. We have that every once in a while, and sometimes it ends badly and sometimes they get arrested and you see their picture on the news and that's kind of the last you hear about it. So I kind of thought it was one of those and I literally went to bed. Then my phone started dinging, and it was like 2 a.m. I kind of looked at it, and my nephew, Joe Arrington's son, was like, "Hey, I'm just getting up, going to work. I've heard about this shooting. How's everything going down there?" And I read that, and I thought, wow, this must be more than just a couple gangbangers shooting at each other on their cars.
Horrible.
So it wasn't until the next morning that I really got the gist of what had happened.
Well, like you, I mean, I had just gone to bed, and then Tiger called me, and he's like, "Did you hear about the shooting?" And I'm like, "What?" And I got up, turned on the news. I'm like, "Oh my God," because I had friends that were at that concert. So I immediately started texting, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" One, she's like, "Oh my God, they're shooting. We don't know where it's come from. I'm pinned down. I've lost my friend." And then Tiger, he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, "I've got to go," and he works at the airport.
That's right.
So he was in the parking lot, the economy parking lot, where all of a sudden the people who were jumping and broke down the airport
fence,
the fence and stuff.
Right.
It was like zombies coming out of nowhere. People climbing on top of people. Like they were bloody, they were cut. He's like, some were shot. He works at the airport. He's not medic response. He works at the airport, and all these people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, were being bused to him, coming across the tarmac, and he was dealing with this all night long. So when he got home at 6:30 in the morning, of course, I'm watching the news all night long, trying to make sure my friends are okay. My one friend who I'd gotten a hold of, I lost contact with her. I don't even know how long later, got the word that she was safe, but she had lost her friend, didn't know if he had been killed or not because somebody next to her had gone down. And so Tiger's telling me all these recounts of these stories, and it really didn't hit until the next night when we're sitting there, and he was just kind of numb, and he's like, "Did you hear the latest on the news?" And I'm like, "No, I hadn't." It was when they talked about shooting out those big gas tanks at the airport.
Which I know all about because I used to work at the airport at the private, and that's where we at the private airport got our gas to gas the planes. We drive our trucks in there, big tanks. There's like a gas station back there.
Yeah.
And you hook up your big truck and you just hit the little thing and you sit there and you fill up a 5,000 gallon truck.
Well, where they're located is where he was at with all those hundreds of victims.
Right.
And he wasn't on the strip, but he was in an area where, and still I don't know the whole truth if the guy was actually shooting, because I know they found 3 shots into the tank.
Right.
And one of the shots actually was just above where the actual fuel was.
Right.
Again, I don't know the whole truth on this, so don't quote me on it. But from what I understand is, had it have been a little lower, those tanks would have blown.
Well, I don't know too much about those tanks. I know that I don't know if they're designed for bullets, but I will tell you
the bullets,
that
I know penetrated them.
Yeah, so they definitely hit them. So I think if they were penetrated them, they probably would have to replace the tanks. I have not heard that, but so all of that was going down. So, and the next, as we all know, the next few days were just surreal. Now, one of the things that has gone down is I think he came from Ohio. He built these crosses.
Chicago.
Drove them here, unbeknownst to anybody, and literally lined them up at the Las Vegas welcome sign.
There's 58 of them.
And I'm going to tell you, for a couple days, you can kind of get through there okay, but now the traffic is crazy. Because people are visiting not only do people visit that welcome sign every day, and there's always a line of people taking pictures there. Now that's where our memorial is, and it is just, you drive by there and you're seeing people looking at these crosses and looking at the faces, and you just, I have to be honest, I can't drive down that way anymore. I go around to a different way. I go off of the freeway to Henderson, and I just take the rental car off ramp.
I haven't been able to go there. My girlfriend, who was directly affected, she just went there for the first time, and actually her and her other friends, I think there were 4 or 5 of them, they actually just got commemorative tattoos.
Right.
But she said when she went there, she said it was somewhat cathartic to go there. I want to go. It's.
You have to be ready. You have to be ready because it is. You will drive by these crosses before you even get a chance to get out and see them. It will hit you like a ton of bricks. What is going down here?
It's surreal that there is this type of evil, cowardly.
It is amazing. It is amazing because at this point in time, on Thursday, I don't know what day it is. What is it? The 12th of October. They have really not locked down a reason. Why? It isn't because he's a Trump hater or he's a whatever. I don't know. There's things just flying around every day. What this guy was, he was a millionaire with plenty of money. He had a girlfriend.
We'll never know.
We'll probably never really know how in the world this guy, why, and I mean, this is new. Like I said last week, this is a new one. I mean, we do all the bag checks and we do all the metal detectors, and we have the grounds are pretty much locked down. You can't really, they have the barricades for trucks. They've kind of thought of everything to minimize any type of damage if someone were to do something, but this is new.
This is evil. This is pure evil. But with evil, I am a firm believer there's always beauty and love that comes out of it, and I think the world has shown the love.
Right.
I think the first responders, all the heroes, all the you and me people who helped, who went back in and helped the people. We have so many people to be thankful for, and so much love has been shown to Las Vegas. I mean, I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah.
And to see this beauty come back from something so tragic, it just reiterates my hope that there is goodness and kindness in this world, and we have to keep the kindness coming forward, keep the goodness coming forward, be a good person, do the right thing.
It's just amazing how one guy
changed the world.
Just literally, You know, and I'm sure Vegas will come back and the vibe will be back and people will come here and have a fun. But I will tell you, the week after this shooting, I think it was pretty hard to come here and have fun.
I took days off.
Yeah. So anyway, that's segment 3. We're going to get more into it in segment 4. Stay with us.